Good morning, girls. How are you? Okay, today we are going to be revising lesson 19.5. As you remember, lesson 19.5 was talking about how to get the slope of parallel lines and the slope of perpendicular lines. And it was only talking about two rules, if you remember, that if you have parallel lines, their slopes are equal. So you are going to use the slope of one known line to get the line of the other line, to get the equation of the other line. And the other rule was if we have two perpendicular lines, then their slopes have a certain formula that I have to use, which is m1 multiply m2 is equal to a -1. Okay, so we are going to begin in our revision sheet. In the first two questions, he was recalling the rise and run. You remember the rise and run. Rise is when you are moving in the y-axis, going up and down. Run is when you are moving in the x-axis, left and right. And the slope is rise over run. In this question, he's telling you to find the rise and the run between the marked points on each graph, then find the slope of the line. First of all, I have this point, and then I have this point. You can make the first point as you wish, and you can say I'm moving from here to here or from here to here. It will never, and it will not make a difference in the rise and run. And of course, understand if you are going up, so this is positive. If you are going down, so this is negative. If you are going right, this is positive. If you are going left, this is negative. Okay, so let's see. What about my rise? As I told you, rise means that I am moving up. So let's count up from -4. Here, girls, it's easy to count the rise and run because each box counts for one point. So it's easy. So let's rise. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So it's going to be +4. You don't need to write positive, so only +4. What about my run? My run is that I stopped here. Okay, to reach this point, I have to move right. So it's positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the run is +5. So my slope is going to be what over what? It's going to be 4 over 5. Okay. In number 2, I will be having the same idea. Again, each box here is 1 point. It's 0, 1, 2. So it's easy to count. Okay, I'm moving from here till here, for example. So 1, 2, 3. So I moved 3 up. So it's +3. And then for my run, I will move right. So again, it's positive. 1, 2, 3, 4. I moved 4 to the right. So the run is going to be 4. And my slope is going, my slope is going to be 3 over 4, which is rise over run, like this. Okay. Question 3. Write an equation parallel to the given line through the given point. I told you to write here, girls, take care, very important thing. The equation can be anything. The equation can be slope-intercept form, which is y equal to mx plus b, or it can be the point slope form, when which is y minus y1 equal mx minus x1. Some questions he will tell you to write a specific form. Like in your book, in the lesson, there was some questions. It's specific. He specified the equation. He told you write a slope-intercept form. So if you write another form, it will be counted as wrong. Take care. But here, actually, the question is very easy. It's very, he left it open for you. Write an equation. So you can write whatever equation you want. You can either write the slope-intercept form, or you can write the point slope form. It's up to you. He didn't specify a certain equation for you. So I'm going to solve number 3 using the slope-intercept form, and I'm going to do number 4 in the point slope form, and then I will leave 5 and 6 for you to do it in the same way. Do one in one way and do the other in the other way. Okay, so let's begin in here. Okay, anyway, let me make the solution in red. Since it is parallel to whatever, so I know that my slope is going to be the same slope as this line. And where is the slope in this line? We know that y is equal to mx plus b, so this is my slope. So m is equal to 9. We know that m is equal to 9. After finding m, I will write my equation. And my equation is y equal to mx plus b, right? And then I'm going to substitute. Substitute with what? Substitute with m, substitute with x and y. To find what? To find b. So let's do it. So I'm going to say that y, which is 7, 7 is equal to 9, which is m, multiplied by 2, which is x, plus b, which is my unknown. And then 7 will be equal to 7 multiplied 2 is 14 plus b. And then I will shift 14 to the other side. So we'll find b to be equal to -7. We found b. You found b. Now you can write your equation. I will write that y will be equal to 7x minus 7. And this is your equation. This will be your equation. Okay, okay. Let's do question 4 in the other way. Let's do it in the point slope form. First of all, we will find m. Again, what is the value of m? Since they are parallel, so they will have the same slope. So the slope is 4. So m is equal to 4. We found m. Now, without finding b or anything, you know that the point slope form is what? The point slope form is y minus y1 equal m x minus x1. There is nothing to find actually, just you are going to substitute. You neither, there is no b. So let's substitute. Substituting, it will be very, very easy. Of course, the y1 and the x1 are 6 and -3. So it's going to be y minus. y1 is -3. So y minus -3 and minus is plus, so y plus 3 equal m, which is a 4, open bracket, x minus x1, which is 6. And you are done. What? Do not tell me, teacher, this is much, much easier. I know, but here he didn't specify an equation. He told you write an equation. But if he specified a certain type of equation, you have to use it. But if he asked to do the slope-intercept form, you have to give me the slope-intercept form. Very well. I'm not going to do number 5 and 6. I will leave it for you to do. Do it in the same way, please. One in slope-intercept form and one in the other way, the point slope. Okay, let's do 7 and 8. Again, I will do 7 and 8, and then you will do 9 and 10 by yourself. Write an equation perpendicular to the given line through the given point. Since it's perpendicular, so I'm going to use the formula of m1 multiply m2 is equal to -1. So let's see how to do it. First of all, I will write my formula. So m1 multiply m2 should be equal to -1, which means m1, which is my unknown, multiply m2, which is 0.25, which 1/4 is 0.25. So this is like 0.25 should be equal to -1. And then what should I do? I will divide by 0.25 here, and I will divide by 0.5 by 0.25 there, and just over. You will find m1 to be equal to yes, -1 divide, it will be -4. It will be -4. We found m1. Now I can write my equation. I'm going to say that y will be equal to mx plus b, which means using the point in here, substituting, 1 will be equal to m, which is -4, multiply x, which is a 4, plus b, which is my unknown. And then I need to find the unknown. So 1 will be equal to -4 multiply -4 is a -16 plus b. Shifting -16 to the other side, I will find b to be equal to 17. We found b. Now I can write my equation. It's y equal to -4x plus 17. Very well. Let's do the same idea in here. But this time I'm going to do it in this formula. So again, let's find m. Since he told me perpendicular, so m1 multiply Okay, m1 multiply m2 will be -1, which means m1 multiply, what is the m2 here? It's a -1/3. It's -1/3. All of this should be equal to -1. How to get rid of the -1/3? I will divide by -1/3 here and divide by -1/3 here. I will find m1 to be equal to 3. You will find m to be equal to 3. I found m1. Now writing the equation, it will be very, very easy for me. Y minus y1, which is 8, equal m, which is 3, multiply x minus x1, which is x, minus minus 2, and minus minus is plus, so it's a +2. And you are done. You wrote your equation. And that's it. Understood? So the only difference in here is that you do the formula, and then you divide, and then you will find your m, and then you use it to write the equation. Here it's easier, of course. The slope is the same right away. Okay, so I will leave for you guys the number 5 and number 6 to do it in the same way, and number 9 and 10 to do it in the same way as well. Okay. Okay, so this is our revision for today. Thank you, and see you tomorrow in the last revise of lesson 20.2 and 20.3. I will be doing them together. Thank you, and see you.